Radishes, which I thought were peas. Oh my gosh, this house. And then I got the Fenty Beauty. My rent is definitely going up. Good morning, friends, and welcome back to my channel. It is the weekend before Halloween, and I'm getting ready to go to this sort of spooky historical tour at the Greenwood Cemetery in Brooklyn. This cemetery is like it's really beautiful. I've been there only like once, but it has like it's just so peaceful, and it's got a great view. Does it have a great view of the city, of the skyline? I think it does in certain parts, but either way, I think it'll be really interesting historical tour. There are a lot of like historical figures that are buried there, and I wonder what other things are buried there, what other secrets. But yeah, so I'm getting ready for that. First we are meeting, I'm going with like a meetup group, and we're meeting at a cafe first. So I'm hungry. I looked at the cafe beforehand. Oh, I already did this step. I looked at the cafe beforehand, and honestly, the food does not look good. Does not look very appetizing. And so I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll just like eat before and then just like grab a tea or something there. And of course, I'm late. Like, I'm running behind if I decided to do that. So I think I'm just gonna have to see what happens, eat there. I'm thinking if I should like cut up an apple and bring it with me on the tour. I'm like one of those people that's like will bring a snack to an event, especially if it's like outdoorsy. I will pack me a little snack. So yeah, doing that. I'm keeping it real simple with some blush, just like an eyebrow, some mascara, and some blush, and a little Glossier pat. There is a Sephora Holiday Sale coming up, and honestly, there are a lot of things that I'd like to get. So I think I'm gonna like do a big shop when that sale happens, because the stuff that I'm using needs to be replaced because it's so old. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Just gonna do a lip liner and lip gloss moment with the MAC Chestnut lip pencil. And then I'm just using the Fenty Beauty cream and Fenty Glow. I think I like, I don't know. And I'm not sure if I mentioned it over here, but I've been doing a 30 days of fall plus size outfits on my TikTok account. Today's the last day. I'm very happy. I'm very happy about that. I have this like, to always have this like looming reminder, like this looming thought in the back of my head that like I have to get dressed. I need to like put on something because I am doing this challenge, and also because it's good to get dressed and get ready. But yeah, today's the last day, so I'm going to film that and then we'll head out.
fond of that.
Editing to the
This is pretty sweet.
I'm not even really gonna look it really good. I think I'm good right here. Alright, we did it. Honestly, at this point, I'm not even going inside because I'm too scared. It's so dark in here. Oh my goodness. I just got in from essentially a hike. No, I just got in from the Greenwood Cemetery spirited stroll. It wasn't as spooky as I thought it would be. It was more historical. But overall it was really nice. It's very hilly, so we were trucking it up the hills, like towards the, in certain like parts of the tour. But overall, very nice. They have different like programming at the Greenwood Cemetery. If you are ever in Brooklyn and would like to go, it's so beautiful. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous place, as you can see, and really peaceful and relaxing. But I just got back home because I needed to feed Noonie, and I not stopped by, but like when I was walking back to the car, there's this like tent for Grow New York NYC. I think it's called Grow NYC. Oh wait, I have a thing for it. So I ended up getting some items, and let me see. So essentially, yeah, it's Grow NYC, and they are, I think it's a part of a city program to provide just fresh produce. It's a nonprofit. Oh, they rely on donations. Okay, so yeah, I've been spending all this time just reading through this document. So yeah, they provide like they do all of the like green markets around the city, and they even have fresh food boxes that you can for $14 pay to select produce for the season and take home in one box. So I was already planning on going to Trader Joe's to get some food items, but I was like, I'm already here, why not? And I think it's like a really cool opportunity to learn how to cook with some of these things. So I'm gonna show you what I got. Some of the items, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So yeah, let's go through it. I paid $14 for all of these things. So first I got they gave me like a bag full of fresh bay leaf. Like, I don't have fresh bay leaf, but I do have like the dried bay leaf. And I've had that for, I can't tell you how long, because I don't cook very much with it, so I need to figure out, how long the fresh bay leaf will last. And then they also gave me a bag of tomatillos. What? Yeah. So when I asked, I was like, what the heck am I using what the heck am I using tomatillos for? And one of the ideas they had were to make a hot sauce. So I'm gonna be like Sean from the Hot Ones, just making hot sauce and seeing what happens with that. I'm not sure how long tomatillos last. So I'm gonna have to look that up. Thankfully, I did ask, and they do have ingredients on their like newsletter that they send out. So I'm hoping that I can get some feedback, some good feedback from the newsletter. I also got a head of red lettuce. When I asked them what farms they work with to like get their veggies, they just said local farms. And it's definitely from a farm because you can see all of this muck and dirt on the leaf, on the lettuce, and I'm like, that's nature, baby. So then they also gave me radishes, which I thought were beets. So that should tell you about me. I think these will probably be pretty easy to just sort of like chop up and throw in something. Not sure what it would be yet. And then I got parsley, which I think you can just like easily put in a salad, but I got a ton of parsley. But I got 4 yellow onions, 4 gala apples, and 4 red potatoes. And honestly, they're such a great size. All this stuff will definitely last me up to a week, if not over a week. So I'm going to put these things away. I honestly am so tired from the stroll. I could take a nap, but I want to make the most out of my day. So I need to head back out and continue on with my errands, but I'm gonna put this away, have some lunch, and then check in with you later. And if you cook, tell me what to do with these tomatillos. Thank you. This is not very good lighting, but I feel like my toxic trait is believing when I say that my weekend is going to be relaxed and chill and that I'll just stay home, because that never happens. I'm always, it's like whether I'm running errands, I feel like running errands is like just the same as like doing outings and stuff. So it's not very relaxing. For me, it's like just whenever I'm outside, and so I feel like I'm always out of the house. I just got my food and now I am on my way home. I went to Target specifically to find sheets, and not only did I not leave with sheets, but I left with things that weren't even on my list, as one does when you shop at Target. So let me show you what I got. So I got this wine sealer because when I get wine, I just don't have a way to sort of seal it well. And I got a bottle of Moscato yesterday and like drank 2 glasses and had no way. My like grandmother taught me a trick of like reusing the cork that was in the bottle and just flipping it around and sealing it like that, but mine was not. I wasn't able to do that with mine. So I went out and I got one of these. I like stumbled upon it. And hopefully in the future, this will do the job. Slowly and surely been building out my kitchen appliances collection. I got this bean/potato masher. I like this better than the other one that they had, which is like bigger. And yeah, I think it'll be great to make potatoes. And then this was just for, I don't even know what. Got this, a waffle maker, mini waffle maker. It's just me, and I got this like fun little gingerbread design, gingerbread man design. So I just thought it would be funny and cute to have if I'm in the mood for waffles, which I usually am, but never really want to go out to get waffles. Happy Halloween! I am dressed as myself. But I am thinking I'm gonna go for a nice little walk. Today was very like watched a few Halloween movies and took it easy. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go on a nice little walk and sort of see what sort of Halloween decorations are up. Oh my gosh, this house is intense. I ended up getting my own Reese's because I am not actually trick-or-treating. Not that they would give me any chocolate. Hiya. Oh my gosh. Turns out Halloween is popping in my neighborhood. And it was so sweet yesterday seeing all the kids dressed up in their costumes and how all of the houses were decorated. It looks so good. It was really nice, and I definitely am excited to see what Christmas celebrations and decorations bring. So yesterday, the moment that I sort of been dreading since I got a question a few vlogs ago about how I plan to what I plan to do when my lease renews. And I didn't think about that until I was asked that, and I was like, oh goodness. Because you do see a bunch of videos and you're hearing I've been hearing a lot about, rent prices going up and skyrocketing and all that stuff. And I was interested in seeing how much my rent would skyrocket because I don't live in a very like popular area, and I'm like not really a hot spot. So I was interested in seeing, what the increase would be like. I knew there would be one, but just wasn't sure how much. And thankfully, I got my lease renewal information yesterday, and so my rent is definitely going up. The question is not if I'm going to renew the lease, it's how long am I going to renew the lease for? Because if I do it for a year, my rent would increase by my rent would increase by $55. And if I renewed for 2 years, I would be able to keep my rent at what it is now. But in the second year, it would increase to $87, which is definitely a big leap. But it's under 100, which, in comparison to what I've been hearing, people are paying hundreds more than what they were. Sometimes even half, like an additional 50% more. And thankfully that was not the case with me. And I think it's because I didn't get a COVID deal apartment, which which I definitely feel for those people. So yeah, I'm just deciding, if I should rent for another year or another 2 years. And that sort of question, I feel like this, getting the lease renewal and stuff, it sort of made me question, okay, what is my plan? What do I what's my plan for the next few years? Like, I know there's a recession going on right now. I feel more inclined to like maybe renew for 2 years, because how great would it be to sort of lock down pricing, like a better rate now, than in like 2 years time. Yeah, lock down a better rate now as opposed to like waiting after signing for 1 year. And then but at the same time, I'm like, I'd like to live in a 1 bedroom, but at the same time I feel like there's still a lot more like designing and like making this space home. Like there's still a bit further I could go with that. Like I'm not done decorating my apartment. And then it's like maybe staying here will allow me to like save money, because the rent's not gonna stop going up in New York, and the prices are just as wild as ever. So yeah, lot to think about. I know that in New York people are so used to moving like every year, and I am not that type of person. I moved so much growing up, I moved so much in my childhood, and I'm not really interested in that lifestyle of just like, oh, I'm interested in like living in like different neighborhoods and stuff like that, because like it's just like a different circumstance for me. And I really like my neighborhood. I really like my neighbors, the building, like management is pretty cool. I like the sort of amenities that I have, the on-site laundry, I'm loving my kitchen. I've been doing more cooking and I feel really good in that space. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm talking myself into renewing for another 2 years. But yeah, I'm grateful that, I feel grateful that, I'm even able to renew, and it isn't like super high. And then I have this cute little baby to share this like space with. So yeah, just wanted to check in about that. The sun is going down, like I'm still getting adjusted to the whole it's pitch black at like 5 situation. But yeah, I am doing some laundry. I've had some chicken marinating since this morning, and I did some vacuuming earlier today. So yeah, I think it's time to feed Noonie, and I'll check back in with you. So I am making this like one of my favorite like simple dishes that I haven't had in a while, and that's like soy sauce chicken. And the reason I haven't had it in a while was because, I kid you not, it was all I ate in 2020. Soy sauce chicken and my chicken congee. Like that was all I ate. And I took a break from it, and I was like, oh, I've been doing so much more cooking. So I was like, let me bring it back. So I took a little break, and now we're back, baby. So I'm just like putting I just finished washing brown rice, and now I'm just putting it back into the pot. But yeah, this is a very complicated way of washing rice, I already know, but it's my way. It's my way or the highway, baby. Also, I sort of ruined my Our Place pan after searing that brisket. And I do have a cast iron skillet, but I'm still very intimidated by it. So I'm going to use this baby and hope that it doesn't taste like burnt stuff. But yeah, it's all like, it's pretty light. There's no like bits of food still left in it. Oh my gosh, this recipe never disappoints. So everything came out really good. And then I have my bubble tea that I made with the Trader Joe's instant boba kit. Normally, like, I was just adding just milk to the bubbles, but then I remembered like the whole tea aspect of milk tea. So I brewed some tea and added that as a majority beverage, and then like sprinkled in a little bit of milk, but it's really good. It's been a minute. Honestly, I feel like the last time I recorded was last week, but I did order from the Sephora Holiday Sale, and the items, all of the items have now come in. So I thought I would just share what I got. Yesterday it said it was delivered, and when I went into the package room, there was nothing there, and I was so scared that it had gotten stolen. And then when I went upstairs, I'm like, sometimes you gotta wait. I was like, I'm gonna give it a day and see if it actually comes. Sometimes they mark it as being delivered and it actually wasn't delivered, which is like not okay. But it was actually at my front door, which is very rare for like a package to be left. So yeah, let's open the box. I did get an item earlier, and that was the Fenty Beauty Hot Chocolate Heat. I have this gloss in just like its regular version, which is like shimmery, but I've never tried the heat version. I did wear it. I did give it a try like earlier, and I don't love the sensation. I feel like I have an allergic reaction or something, and my lips are sort of burning. I also wasn't expecting the feeling to be like sustained over, more than 5 minutes. So that was interesting that like it was like it's an ongoing feeling, which is weird to have like with makeup for me. So I'm not in love with it. I was influenced by that video of that girl, and it looks nice, but yeah, it's not. I don't know if it's worth that sensation. So all right, moving into what like I actually got. So I ordered online, so I selected some samples from Laneige. This is a hyaluronic serum. And sorry if you see the cat, she loves the arm of the sofa, so this is sort of her resting space. And then I got this Tom Ford Black Orchid as a sample as well. Spritz. Watch out, Minnie. It smells fine. I'm gonna let it sit on my skin a minute and then come back. Then I got I sort of restocked on a few items, one of them being my Donna Karan Cashmere Mist deodorant, which smells so freaking good. And then I saw this brand, I've seen this brand before, it's called Edam. But I saw them again on TikTok, and it was just sort of a introduction of their brand, and I saw it was like Black women owned and Asian women owned, and that was really cool, how they came together to form this brand. And so I wanted to check out, I think they have like a dark mark serum, but I ended up just starting, I'm like, let me start off, and I started off with this like cleansing balm, and this is the yeah, it's the Dew Dream cleansing balm. Okay, so this is what the product looks like. I thought it was so interesting. I've never seen balm in a container like this, so I'm very interested in like playing around with it. And as it gets colder here in New York and it becomes drier with the heat and everything, so definitely want to introduce like cleansing balms into your skincare routine just to bring that moisture back in. And then I got the Fenty Beauty Stunna Lip Paint. So just sort of restocked on the Unveil, the like matte lip, honestly, because the one that I currently have, I've had it for years and it's starting to smell like fish. It has this like weird nasty fish smell, and I don't know, it's never smelled like that before, and it was time for me. It was time to change it, and I love this color. So the fact that I had to have it replaced. So let me smell. Yeah. So yeah, it was time. This smells fine. The Peace Out pore strips. Last time I got the Sephora collection strips that they didn't really do anything for me. So I got these, which were the more expensive ones. And yeah, I'm excited to try it. This one has like hydrocolloid with retinol and DMAE, which seems like may pack more of a punch than the regular strips that I got. So excited to try those out. I got this red makeup pencil from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's like a part of the Norvina collection, I guess. But pretty much I got this red like makeup pencil because I wanted to try to, I want to like start playing with different like colorful eye looks. So this is just what I got. This is the package, and honestly, I want to start playing around with it. I'm in my red phase, so I'm looking for a nice red color and something that isn't like too pinky and that like pops off on my skin. So this is what that looks like. So that is all that I got from the Sephora Holiday Sale. Naturally, as like I've gotten this order and the sale is done, I realized there are some more things that I need to get that I probably should have restocked on, but I'm looking forward to like trying out more skincare and playing around with makeup and stuff like that. So I am going to end the video here. Noonie and I appreciate you watching, and I will see you next time. Have a great week. Bye.
She said she the one, I bet she thinks she is. Saying don't have no trust, I don't know where you been. I need a break.